Hey, how's it going, everybody? Footloose here. I'm going to do a quick breakdown of what happened today and what's going on with the New Hampshire 9 thing and with my new charges or shall we say, resurrected charges today on Good Friday. So, number one to address is the new amended complaints. I now have 4 complaints. Two separate disorderly conduct charges, even though the prosecutor claimed that I wasn't under arrest until we got behind the partition. Now he's saying I was under arrest before, and all these new details regarding that, and then also behind the curtain, you know, there's a whole nother, all these new details that they're alleging. They are also claiming that the evidence they provided, the video recording, they're trying to redact and retract that video recording from the police standards and training because they are claiming that it's not for security, it's just closed circuit TV. It's not, so where are the body cams? That's what I want to know. Where's the body cams and where's all the other footage? That's the prosecutor's job, is to go collect all that footage. They tried to act like they don't know nothing about my YouTube channel, which is about to come up, because the whole entire YouTube channel is going to get put into evidence. You'll hear. So, new amended complaints. And then also, if anyone recalls the bootlicking incident, where I called state troopers bootlickers at the legislative office building and then was arrested. And then when I went to my arraignment, nobody was there and no charges were filed. They said I would have to be recharged or rearrested or something. And so apparently that's what they did. They've now charged me with not saying bootlickers, but they're saying I said, fuck around and find out. Well, it's time. Maybe you should fuck around and find out. And so that's what I'm alleged to have said, just as I said today in many other instances. And if it's a crime outside of court, is it not a crime inside a court? Think about that. Why am I not getting arrested for being loud and swearing and my typical normal self when I'm at the courthouses? Last week, y'all seen it. Today, y'all seen it. Same words. Fuck around and find out. All that. And then some. So, why wasn't I arrested on the 7th? Why wasn't I arrested today? Why wasn't anybody else arrested today? So, it's about how they're applying the law, picking and choosing when and where, and who they're going to charge with this alleged disorderly conduct. So, there will also be a motion to dismiss by the lawyers, whatever. They will be filing a motion to dismiss, and I'll be filing my own somehow. We'll see about that. But the most important part of this, I believe today, was the fact that this prosecutor, who already lied and misrepresented the facts to the court, O'Leary, Charles O'Leary, he is being brought up on bar complaints. Character evidence. Character evidence is not allowed in court up until after when sentencing. Character evidence can be used in sentencing, but before sentencing, before you're found guilty, you can't, there's no character evidence allowed, typically. But the prosecutor is asking for, I think he said Rule 404B, which is to allow character evidence of myself, my past protesting and exercising of my First Amendment rights at various public political events where I was not arrested. Maybe some that I was, but you can see it all here, most of it on, you know, I'm not always recording, but you can see quite a bit of it here. So he's opening the door to this entire YouTube channel and then some. And, you know, we want to hear what the tyrant king has to say about this in the protests out in front of his house and the character evidence. So let's get him up there, because he's going to have to get up there and talk about who he was texting up until we were arrested, because he said to cease and desist and he was given lawful orders. So apparently Sununu is some sort of supreme law enforcement dictator, tyrant, I prefer. So we're going to definitely get into that. And if he wants to take it all the way, then that's what's going to happen. He's going to have to testify. And this thing, we drag it all the way out, and it's going to run perfectly right through his election. So the character evidence only proves the case that we're exercising our First Amendment rights, me in particular, because every case is different, and none of us, most, as far as the 9 go, the only one I knew before that day was Therese. So how there's any sort of nexus between me and any of the other defendants? No, separate trials. Yeah, that's another thing. Separate trials. We're all going separate trials. Of course, they're trying to, we're gonna put them all together. No. Believe me, we're not gonna do that. So here we are. The next thing that is going to be coming up for me is the 12th, May 12th at 1 o'clock in Brentwood. I have to be back for the fine, the $765 fine. And we went out today, a bunch of us went out for lunch after court, and people offered to donate me the money, do a fundraiser and all that. And I said, no. It's not that I need the money or that I can't pay the fine. It's that I'm not going to pay the fine. Per New Hampshire RSA, it's $150 a day. But what they're going to try to do, so what they did is they scheduled it for like 4 or 5 days after the 30-day deadline. So they can potentially try to like suspend my license and registration and all that. And we can go down that road if that's where they want to go. I have no problem with that. But you better believe I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail for this stupid little fine. And I'll go to jail for any other fines. I ain't paying a goddamn dime. Not going to happen. I'm not paying in pennies. I am not paying, period. Okay? Not going to happen. So everybody get ready. And what are they going to do if everybody refused to comply? If everybody went to trial? If everybody refused to pay their fines? They can't jail us all. They can't rule over dead people. And that's what they want to do. They want us all dead. And if you guys can't see that yet, well, you're still sleeping. So on that note, I'll sign off. And thank you all for your time. And I'll see you on the next episode.